Hello, I'm back. It's now 8:24 p.m. Um so about a minute ago they just started vibrating my body. And it might be those illegal Mexicans or whatever Hispanics um that when I went down to eat dinner, they drove by in a white van with one headlight out, and then I was scrambling around for my phone. I mean, like the instant I walk outside, they're pulling in. And then, so they have one headlight out. You know how they have the two big white headlights and the two smaller yellow ones? Well, on the left side, they had the big white headlight that was out. And then the one who was criminally, illegally, and undeservingly and fraudulently driving the truck, he had he gave me a vicious, mean look, like he wanted to get out the van and whip my ass, And so it looked like a human trafficking kind of van too. And so when I put him on film, and he gave me such a mean look, but I mean, I thought they were illegal Mexicans, but they could be from a different Spanish country, because I saw the guy in the passenger side get out that van and then got into a blue SUV that had the proper headlights and stuff. And by the time I went downstairs, I couldn't even catch him, or try to get his license plate. But I got the license plate of the white van that they were in. And so then they had another illegal Mexican guy that was working here, or Hispanic or something like that, and he had on a red and black, I guess, plaid shirt, and he was giving me weird looks, and he blocked the way for me to try to get around. And so the instant I walk outside to go get dinner, they're pulling in. But because of the gang stalking, I mean the online perps, I can't make these videos public, and I can't, try to let people know exactly where the in-person perps know where I'm at, but I'm trying to not let the online perps know which hotel I'm at, you know, because then they make threats to call up the hotel, and they have done that, call up whatever hotel and restaurant and show them my gang stalking videos that I exposed. And that's what happened with Super 6 Motel in 2020, and it had me wrongfully banned forever. So and so then, and it makes me infuriated that I can't even get a job in my own damn country, but here they're in a country that they're in illegally, illegal immigrants, and they can have damn good jobs plus gang stalk too. I mean, we ought to be well within our rights to be infuriated. So so then I had a lot of perp act, like when I very first walked to breakfast. Um, yeah, I think there was some perp activity because they had a white truck by the front office, and then they had not that much, but a very little bit of activity. And you know what? I think I deleted that video by accident. No, you know what? I don't even remember. I don't think I was able to do a video. Yeah, because I caught myself trying to trust that. I can't even walk next door, or I can't walk here. I can't walk there. Can't even just walk outside of my room without any perp activity. So I can't even just walk directly out of my room without a perp. That's why I feel like, I mean, even if I make a last minute snap decision, I don't even have to prepare in advance. If I just grab keys and then walk out the door, here's a perp casually walking by in a red truck with one headlight out. Like, how you knew in advance, you know? So they had also, when I came back from dinner, they had a perp that was at the front office, and he had one of those utility trucks, I guess. Those trucks doing whatever kind of work or whatever. And then it was like a raggedy gray Dodge Ram or something, or silver or something. And they had, when you walk out of a place, the perps are pulling out like as if they've been waiting for you for a long time. And so then and it seems like the moment you speak out or against or expose any gang stalking activity, the online perps think they have God's authority to call up the place and have you wrongfully banned forever. And so they had people pulling out of the restaurant parking lot the instant I walk out. Old fucking elderly people look like they're 90 years old, gang stalking me. I mean, you ought to be planning your damn funeral, not gang stalking people. Or prepare to meet your maker, or try to get your soul right with God. But no, you sit there and gang stalking people at 90 fucking years old. And I'm saying for description, like elderly white people, they were doing that earlier today, and you can tell they were former military. And so then I had some other perp activity going on, but they had that guy. I don't know if he was Hispanic or white, but he looked like a mixture of both. And he ran out of the front office so fast after I turned off the camera. And he ran out of the office so fast and hurried up and got in the truck and then drove off real fast with one tail light. And then I couldn't even capture. And I scrambled around for my phone. I mean, trying to get the camera on. I'm sorry, I already had my phone in my hand. No, you know what? I think I put the phone down. I mean, I put my phone up. And then immediately after I turned the camera off, he hurried up and ran out of the office, and then drove by with one tail light and sped off real fast. And I'm like, what the? Like, you're a grown older man, scared of a 39-year-old disabled black female. So so I had like quite a bit of gang stalking activity today that I can't even publicize. And now they're torturing me, like vibrating my body. I was at peace earlier today. So there might be those fuckers nearby. So I was told yesterday when I came here with my clothes that the freaking washers and dryers is not working. So and it's a big freaking antagonism that I'm right next door to the washroom and can't do the laundry because they said that the machines are broken. So now I have to be inconvenienced to have to go off site, get on the damn bus, and then go do laundry elsewhere. What a fucking inconvenience, and it made me so damn mad. So I don't even know if there's a possibility if any of the nearby hotels can be generous and let me do laundry there. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to ask, but that would be semi convenient. So if they were to allow me to do it. So yeah. So I'm thinking up a lot of different thoughts about the Colorado thing, you know, and then I'm sitting here thinking, well, what if she might not allow me to show footage of or expose the gang stalking? Or what if she might force me to be keeps quiet about the gang stalking? Or, if I'm not allowed to film the gang stalking activities, if I'm not allowed to film the gang stalking activities, if she wouldn't allow me to do it. So that would be a thing that would upset me and make me mad too. If they're vexing me to the point that I have to speak out and say something. So, I mean, yeah, wonder about that too. If I gotta live at that place in Colorado, and if the lady wouldn't let me expose or film my gang stalking activities that I have to go through, or if she might put me out or ban me or have me in some kind of trouble for exposing the gang stalking. Or what if she might be an undercover perp pretending to be targeted? And I'm sitting here thinking like, well, what if I were to get rid of so much from my storage unit and move up there, um sacrifice moving up there, and then things don't work out, and then I'd be done lost everything, and then you know but one thing that was making me mad earlier today was thinking about how if I were to move to Colorado, it would make me mad because I hate cold weather. I hate cold temperature. Can't function in cold weather or cold temperature. And the online perps will feel like as if they got what they wanted. If they feel like if I moved away from Pensacola, then it would make me more mad that they got the pleasure that they wanted out of me for me to be gone from Pensacola. So that made me mad too. You know, that I don't want to be, move away from Pensacola and they feel pleasure out of that. But the online perps, I caught them lying on me and falsely accusing me of stalking and terrorizing and harassing elderly and children. No, that's y'all using projection because that's what y'all do. We are the innocent, elderly, disabled, and children that y'all terrorize and sex traffic for money. So then they falsely accuse me of being obsessed with money, and and then they falsely accuse me of being greedy and over 400 pounds, and they falsely accuse me of living on a paid vacation here in Pensacola, and living in luxury or wanting to live in luxury, and they talk about, oh, Candy expects everybody to pay for her hotels and lodging and meals and stuff like that. When if I was in New Orleans, y'all wouldn't be telling me to go somewhere else. Y'all would respect me staying in my own hometown. But because I'm not in my own hometown, y'all want to try to dictate that I should go live here, live there, go live wherever I won't feel comfortable. Or place they think I deserve to be punished and in prison with living in places that I don't like. You know, and then they try to falsely make it like as if I have like an idolatry obsession with Pensacola, but especially then like, oh, because she wants to live in a touristy beach town. Pensacola is not a touristy beach town. Pensacola is Escambia County, and the beach is in Santa Rosa County. Those are two different counties. Y'all didn't have all that much anger built up when I was living in Los Angeles, in which they had beaches there. And yes, homeless lived on the beach there, but I wasn't homeless there. I had my Section 8 housing, and that was before y'all knocked me off my throne of my Section 8 home via torturing me with the direct energy weapons like they're doing me now. I could, if it weren't for all this, I probably could have still been living in Los Angeles on Section 8 right now. All this time. I probably could have been living in Los Angeles on Section 8 for over a decade. But you know what? There are people who are saying that government assistance is not meant for people to live on forever, and that it should be just considered a stepping stone. But if you're disabled, then how else are you supposed to survive? So they give you so little that Section 8, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and all that, food stamps, all combined, is still crumbs compared to people who make over $50,000 a year. And certain disabled people, it's like the system won't even allow you to work. So yeah, I mean, I'm nearly 300 pounds, and that's due to, me not being able to eat the healthy, have the convenience or opportunity to eat so healthy with being on the streets and stuff. And so the online perps making remarks about me gaining weight, and they falsely accusing me of living on a paid vacation, and it's like, and they won't back off and mind their own business. And then they're saying, they're trying to make it like, oh, I'm going to make sure I put a stop to her filming everybody. Or I'm going to make sure, and all she does is beg, 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 beg. And she's all about money. And she's the entitled, greedy narcissist and all that. And like they gossip about me, and they call me a sloth and have the harshest words to say about me. It's like, you don't even know me. Why you have such strong anger directed at me? And the perp that made that fake parody video about me and cowardly enough to hide his face, you know, if you're so bold, why you didn't show your face? So and you're a dude, you're a guy, and you mocking and making fun of me and making a parody out of me. And then he tried to say, well, Candy gets every bit of hatred she deserves. And the online perps are talking about that I should be put down like a rabid dog. That they can't wait for the day for me to be put down like a dog, and that I need psychiatric medications and be locked up in a mental institution real fast. And y'all don't have the authority or the right to do or say this. Just back off and leave me alone. And they want to talk about Candy writes worse than the third grader. But then, they still force themselves to watch my videos and stalk and read every blog post and all of my online activity while they falsely claim that Candy's life is not interesting and Candy is boring and but you've been stalking me for over 3 years, but you still say that my life is not interesting or that I'm boring. And Star Bricker wants me to keep her name out of my mouth, but I even caught her gossiping about me as far as 3 days ago. Talking about me putting steak sauce on a burger is traumatizing to her. Nobody told you to watch that fucking video. Bitch, go somewhere. You know, the restaurant has it to where that's their burger. That's part of the burger that they put that special secret sauce on the burger. It comes with that burger at that particular restaurant. So she tried to make it like as if I'm this sick weirdo who put a sick weirdo who put you know who put steak sauce on a burger. Other people do it too, you know. So but it's like this them nitpicking at my every move is their attempts at trying to control me and try to keep me in fear, trying to control me and make me scared. And they got a gossip and comment and complain about everything I do that's none of their business. And then they want to try to make it like Candy is scum or she's a sloth or she gets every bit of hate. She deserves that every bit. She deserves every bit of hate that she's getting and stuff like that, you know. But the gang stalkers, they stalk, harass, and covertly terrorize me all day, every day, like any other real target. And then they're hoping that for me to expose the perp, the online perps are rubbing their hands together, hoping that somebody will haul off and knock the shit out of me, stab me, or shoot me, or kill me, or do me something. That they want to put an end to me exposing the gang stalking tactics, and they want to get rid me from society. They think they got higher than God's authority to rid me from society. But I don't even want to give them their wish by moving out of Pensacola and punishing myself in some fucking cold ass weather in the city and state where I wouldn't even want to be in there, and people probably wouldn't have welcomed me in it there anyway. So I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings, and as I said, the person who wants me up there, I mean, I don't know what her plans are, what her intents are, but you know, you know, but somebody said that you gotta trust somebody, you know, and other people said, well, give it a try. But then other people said, there was one person that said the fact that if the lady is offering me to play so cheap and don't know me that well, she might be onto something fishy. So I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know yet. But if I go there and something happens, then I get called the fool under the condition that just because something bad had happened. So I don't even know. I don't understand how these online perps then think they got the authority. They think they got the authority to gossip and complain about everything about your life every day, and they won't get a life of their own. And then they want to talk about all Candy does is complain about this, she complain about that, but then they're complaining about my things about me, all my activities in my life. That's not their business. They insist on continuing to stalk me, stalk everything I do and say, And they continue to read my blogs and short stories, watch my YouTube videos, read every tweet, and even if I block them on one account, they'll make a fake sock puppet account to secretly stalk and spy from another account, and they'll sabotage, ruin, and damage every damn thing. Well, I mean, earlier I had a long nap after breakfast. I think I don't remember how long I slept, but I think I slept until before 3 o'clock this afternoon, and then I went down probably about a little after 5 o'clock, and I didn't start chowing down on dinner until 5:30, I guess. And then it took me an hour to eat, and then I came back up here, and so then I took a good shower. I'm resting for a while, physically exhausted, and I want to work on flossing and brushing my teeth really, really good. And I brought the apple cider vinegar and the gloves, but I forgot the the gauze and the tape and everything to treat the warts on my fingers. I'm mad at myself. I thought I had everything. But part of me wants to go to Colorado, but I don't want to be dealing with cold all year round. But I'll be glad to be, if possible, be glad to get off the streets or whatever. I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings. I don't know what I should feel or what I should think. But I just need to. I know some people say, just pray about it. I'll pray about it. But, I want, you know, for my homelessness to end once and for all. But I hate to be in cold environments where I can't even function. I'm scared to even enter cold. I'm traumatized by cold temperatures, and I always hated cold temperatures. So I mean, I don't know if this lady will be a sincere Christian or if she might be a gaslighting perp, or if she might be a narcissistic abuser. I don't know. Or if she might be grooming me. I don't know. Or if she might be a human trafficker. Maybe not. I don't know. Or she might be a good person. She might be a sincere or decent person. And I'm thinking about, like, well, how am I going to mentally organize or physically organize to get all that stuff out of my storage unit and get rid of a whole lot of different stuff. Um, and maybe get rid of a storage unit once and for all, and then get my permanent place, maybe in Colorado. And but having a storage unit, I'm thinking about if there might be any churches that could haul my stuff or take the stuff that I can't take with me. And if any of the churches would, you know, or I have a lot of stuff that need to be thrown away also, but not everything. Some things I need, but I haven't had the convenience or the opportunity to get to organize and straighten out my storage unit, and then dealing with this chronic sleep deprivation and gang stalking, and then just battling and fighting to try to survive day to day. It's like I haven't had a chance to and then online person probably like, you had plenty of opportunity. That's none of your business. I'm not a fucking child. Back off and leave me alone. I'm a grown freaking adult. Been an adult for over 20 years. So back the fuck off and mind your damn business. So um I don't even know if there's any churches that can discard my trash, and if I can just donate, what I can't take with me to the churches, whatever church or whatever. um I don't know, but I don't have a vehicle to transport things myself. Well, I don't have anywhere to dump any of the trash. And when I say trash, it might be miscellaneous old receipts from different restaurants and stuff, or flyers or pamphlets or whatever. But I also have a lot of important stuff too, like my birth certificate being one of them. So but I'm tired. I'm just tired of trying to people. I'm 39 years old. I'm not a child, but they want to treat me like a punished child with no rights and not being allowed to think for myself. And I'm tired of being forced to live my life according to narcissistic enemies who want me destroyed. I don't want them controlling my life or trying to police and control my life. And I could, if it weren't for the gang stalking, I could get a damn place here in Pensacola, but they're blocking me and stopping me from getting a place and a job here in Pensacola. And what if they might do the same in Colorado? So I'm glad to get to vent. So I took a long nap after breakfast, and then my right leg from the hip on down almost to my ankle was hurting so bad, really bad. And it felt almost like sciatica pain. And so but it was 8 o'clock, and I felt it was after dinner, and I felt sleepy all over again, very sleepy. And then they started violently, randomly out of nowhere, violently vibrating the shit out of me. And then I came and do a video. Yeah, I'm so exhausted and tired. I may not even go and do laundry tomorrow. But I mean, the other couple of pairs of pants I guess I have is like capri pants, and they're not pants. And far as I know, Thursday I'm gonna have to check out the hotel and be back on the streets broke again. So that I was told that I didn't have enough points to get the discounted rate for the discounted room, but I got like extra points or something. So so I didn't have enough points to get discounted or a free room, but I got extra points leading towards that. So yeah, Thursday morning is supposed to be 36 degrees. So yeah, I would really hate to have to get on the bus and go do laundry tomorrow in the cold weather. I mean, I would like an extra day to just rest. So tomorrow, I'm sorry, earlier today, I wrote a random last minute short story that was very quick, and I didn't realize that I was still feeling the effects of sleep deprivation. And if you're online gang stalkers, they won't listen to me when I tell them, if you don't like what I write or what I say, you don't like my videos, stop watching, stop stalking. They won't respect it. They do it even more. So J Demon Rotten Shit spells worse than a third grader. But try to talk about let's see you publish a short story, or let's see you write a book. I bet you'll probably be very poor grammar. So how J Demon Rotten Shit and Starbreaker, Shit's Yuck Teen K, Starbreaker and all them, they're freaking the online perps gossiping about me, and the ones making parodies and making compilations of me, quote unquote, begging for trying to survive and stuff. They're all sex traffickers. And they're trying to beat me into submission. They're trying to bully and beat me into submission and obedience. And they want me to be scared of them. And Starbreaker, yeah, you shits yuck teen K, Starbreaker. And then the one who was calling me a what do you call that? Calling me a sloth and calling and saying that they want me to put down like a rabid dog. That's that person that calls himself or herself Sunshine. I never did that person anything. They have a whole lot to say about me, and a lot of them I never did them anything. And there's not one person to step in and defend me and say that they're fucked up and wrong. All they do is high five each other and give each other thumbs up and spread it and share it and make it go viral. And even have other professed targeted individuals joining them and badmouthing me. And then when I do a video saying that this XYZ Michael is a fake TI perp, using just a random name, then Michael do a fake follow-up video to smear campaign me and act like a sure perp, and then have even more professed targeted individuals defending and agreeing with him, and they all unsubscribe and block me, while I'm telling the truth and Michael's manipulating, twisting, and lying and falsely saying that I'm the narcissist or I'm the manipulator or the liar, and just reverse and twist and manipulate every damn thing. And then you got professed targeted individuals and perps defending and agreeing with you. So now they're shocking my left foot, painfully shocking my left foot. So I would hate to be back on the streets this coming Thursday, in which I will have run out of funds. And then, as I said, I would need the help until at least next Monday or Tuesday to be like off the streets and in the cold. And then I don't know if or when I'll probably go to Colorado. I may or may not even go. But next week, the temperature's supposed to warm back up a little bit. But, I'm trying to think of the good side of the possibility of living in Colorado. I'm trying to think about the possible good aspects of it, But as I said, I'm worried about what if this lady might be a control freak, or what if she might be a perp, or what if she might not allow me to film and record the gang stalking. If it's that unbearable. Because it seemed like she dismissed and ignored me when I told her about the online perps making false bad reviews on all my writings and ebooks and stuff. But she told me she liked my short story that I did about the plane. I mean, yeah, the short story that I did earlier. She said she liked it. But you know, but she said she's supposedly targeted, but I don't think she's, you know, and I don't think she considers herself to be part of the targeted individual community. But she said that she's been targeted and sabotaged and, you know, tormented and harassed too. But I don't see that really that many targeted individuals following her on Twitter. Maybe like one or two of them. But maybe she wanted to keep a low profile or something. I don't know. But you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable to live somewhere where I gotta be forced to be suppressed or silenced about the gang stalking and whatever harassment they got going on. And you know, like I told y'all about the fake TI perp that sold out recently. And it seemed like when a professed targeted individual, there'll be like a loyal, a sincere targeted individual one moment, and then they flip and become a perp so fast. It happens so quick, like before your eyes. Like, what the hell happened? And then they will deny it and falsely accuse you of smear campaigning and lying on them. And they'll reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the perp. And then cause me to lose all my support. And have everybody turn away from me. So, you know, my body has been feeling weak all day long. My body has been feeling weak all day long, and I thought I was well rested enough to come up with a better or more elaborate or more detailed or more descriptive short story. But then I started to, at the last minute, feel mentally exhausted. But then I try to do a little writing anyway. And the online perps think that I should be put to a stop from. They're like, oh, she thinks she deserves money off her crappy short stories. Somebody need to put her to a stop. So just because you have the opinion that my short stories are crappy, it's not the stories that's crappy, but you have a personal issue with me and everything I do and say. Everything about me you hate. But it's not fair that for you to force your opinion on down another person's throat. They have a right to think that my short story is good if they want to think that way. You don't have a right to force them to change their mind and think it's shitty. And you know, if you think my short story is shitty because you don't like me, out of all the dozens of short stories, you gotta like at least one of them. You probably like them all secretly. As I say, you're probably secretly admiring me. But the online perps, they falsely make rumors that I piss and shit in people's backyards, which is not true. And then lie and say that I haven't washed my ass in years, or I walk around with dirty hands and never take a bath. Do I have to announce every time I take a fucking bath? I bet you. And then when I do take a shower, they want to complain about the soaps that I use being too luxury. Oh, why does Candy wash herself with Dr. Bronner's peppermint oil soap? Oh, that's for the rich folks. She shouldn't be using that. It's freaking natural. And people say that if you're a targeted individual, you should use as much natural products as possible if you can afford it. But, you know, I know that I've been struggling with the sweet sugar addiction due to, I know an unhealthy way of trying to cope with the targeting and the harassment and bullying and stuff like that. That's why I've been, you know, eating sweet. eat sweet stuff. And I know that's contributed to my weight gain because them harassing me to the point where eating sweet food as comfort food, like ice cream, almost not every day, but almost every day, or whatever dessert, almost every day. Trying to cope with I guess a temporary feel better, trying to cope with having nobody really, hardly, I'm not gonna say nobody, but hardly anybody, to talk to, or difficult to get support, emotional support, or anybody to believe me, take me seriously, or listen to me. And it's like it seems like it's the only thing that I guess kind of calm and soothe me, and help me keep my sanity. I basically have no one to talk to. And then if somebody who say that they're targeted, it seems like they want to pretend to be targeted, and then they want to get close to me to pretend to get in all of my business, and then use whatever information they have to start treating me like I'm mentally slow, and trying to control me, order me around, and tell me what to do, and police my life and everything. So and then they try to get on the phone with me and try to make me shut up about the gang stalking or ignore your stalkers and stuff like that. Well, if I could ignore the stalkers, I could be at Inslee First Baptist Church for free rather than, paying at this hotel right now. If I could ignore the stalkers, I could have got the damn I could have had the you, you know I could have got hired for the Hilton job. If I could ignore the stalkers, I would have never been wrongfully banned from Super Six Motel and Hospitality Inn and all those places. I would have never had to been raped, beat up, or whatever else happened to me. If y'all expect me to ignore guns being poured out on me, y'all expect me to ignore the vibrating, and then the sunshine perp had called me a ratchet schizo. Nobody ever described me as ratchet before. Nobody ever called me scum before. And then falsely accused me of being sexually perverted when I say that the gang stalkers hit me with directed energy weapons and make me and then they brag about how they hit me with this orgasmic blaster or something, whatever, orgasmic blaster. They brag about the directed energy weapons that they hit me with that caused me forced orgasm. But the online gang stalkers, they pretend to fake like they're ignorant of these techniques and tactics when they know well. But they think that they can try to use the internet and cyber control me. They delusionally believe that they're my handlers. I'm not listening to them. I'm not obeying. I don't want to obey them. You're not Lord over my life. And J Demon Rotten shit, I called her calling me mentally slow. I have something you don't have, a bachelor's degree. And don't you freaking lie and say you got all these degrees. Because how the hell would you have a degree and you can't even spell? But you want to talk about me writing like a third grader when you can't even spell. But these online strangers who just recently joined in on a bullying campaign, they just joined in like 2 or 3 days ago, and then they talk as if they knew you for 20 years. Like they know all about you when they know nothing, and they just want to fill in the blanks what they falsely assume, and then try to make their false assumptions sound believable, like and convincing, like they truly do know me very well when they know nothing about me at all. And then when I go to exposing the truth about these gang stalkers, their harassment and stuff that they say behind my back, and all the comments they make, then they want to threaten me with lawsuits, threaten even the fake TI perps who betrayed me. They make threats to sue me for defamation, libel, and slander when I'm telling the truth, but then they lie on me. They lie, slander, and twist everything. And they threaten me with they threaten me with cease and desist. Did I say that right? They threaten me with cease and desist letters. And they have these other homeless people. They're supposedly not targeted, but they're like a homeless couple on Twitter. And one lady tried to falsely say that they were scammers, but I blocked her because I know what's going on with me. They're not supposedly not targeted, but they're supposedly homeless, and they try to say that the husband makes more than enough money. It's like, how you know what? It's like the internet is so freaking brutal, so brutal, that all the cruelty and abuse, nobody wants to do anything until after the victim is dead. Nobody cares until after the victim is dead. So, I wrote a very short story and put it in a community post. I don't think it's my greatest, because I'm still affected by the sleep deprivation, and sometimes it can creep back on you, and it's like I've been hardcore, physically exhausted and tired all day long. So tired that I may not even go do laundry tomorrow. But I'm confused and don't know what's the best option. I don't know if I should take that place in Colorado, or if I should, I don't know if I should take that place in Colorado. Or what if it might be a moment that she start perping me and start doing weird shit after I said yes, or after I got rid of the storage unit, or after I got the ticket and gone up there. That's a possibility too. So I don't even know if she might be a human trafficker or a sex trafficker. A human trafficker or a sex trafficker masquerading as a Christian. And some of them pretend to be fake truthers too. Or she might be genuine and have no bad agenda. I don't know. But, oh yeah, I already talked about, yeah. So she did say it's like so I'm wondering if it might just look like a hotel room. Or if it doesn't look like a hotel room, I'm wondering if it looks like that place that Janet and her mom sent me to be at in Miami. Some people say that Janet was trying to set me up for a sacrifice too. That former roommate, that Janet was trying to. Whoa. Some people were saying that Janet was trying to set me up to be sacrificed. So one thing I forgot to say was Monday when I went to go take my shower, they had these two foreign looking girls, and they both did direct a conversation about me, about going swimming going to the beach on a Sunday, going to the beach for a vacation on Sunday. And the day before yesterday, I went to the beach, but it wasn't for vacation reasons, you know. But one exciting thing about Colorado, like, I'm excited about the hot springs. If they got a lot of hot springs and a lot of nature, I'm excited about that. But I just can't stand no freaking cold weather, though. But I mean, as I said, with me being, if I was still in New Orleans, people wouldn't be yelling at me, telling me to go here, go there, or get out of here, you know. But I felt kicked out of my hometown with the biggest betrayal of being wrongfully banned from the university that I graduated from. And Saturday, I was looking at my storage unit. I was looking at my transcripts, and my grades were so low due to the gang stalking, harassment, and family abuse. It's like I nearly failed almost every semester due to the foster and biological family gang stalking and abuse. But, if it weren't for them distracting and abusing me with that, then my grades could have been much higher. I nearly didn't make it out of college. So, it's now 9:21 p.m. and I have the information in the description box, and fuck you online gang stalkers. Y'all opinions shouldn't matter, and you should butt out my life. And so, since I couldn't get that weekly motel, all I was able to do was 3 days in the hotel and couldn't get the discounted prices. So I would hate to I guess I'm going to have to be back on the streets on Thursday, but I would need, if other people can pitch in and help, I need continuous help all the way until at least next Monday or Tuesday. And I don't know if that lady would want to prorate the rent and me come up before next month, or if she will want me to wait until I get my December check and just go up there and leave my storage unit alone for now, and then once I get settled up there, then get rid of my stuff and then bring my stuff from the storage unit to over there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm kind of stressing about this. I know people say, "Oh, pray about it," So, I only got to write one thing earlier. So, I mean, I accomplished something, even if it might be shitty, but I did something. So it's in the community tab, and I'm gonna go for now. I'll see y'all.